Hey guys, this is Ackley, SamAttack4427 here with a very special video for all of you guys, and yeah, I guess right about now it looks like it's probably a long time coming since I wanted to do this video for some time, but hey, since I guess it is pretty much something I've been meaning to do since this year already began, I guess it actually makes sense for me to do this video right about now, So yeah, I guess for today's video right about now, I figure I would probably do something very special right about now because yeah, it's something that I only do every once in a while on this channel, but this one is actually way more special than any other video that I would actually put out for sure. So yeah, pretty much if anything, this special video is of course me taking a look back on, of course, pretty much a certain Thomas series that I've actually worked on in my early years on YouTube, which is pretty much the main series that I've been meaning to do ever since I first started making videos right about now, and yeah. I think it's actually quite fair that I would do that, and I guess if anything, my main inspiration to make this video is of course from one of my friends and fellow people I've worked with for some time, which is of course Delmar Mullins, aka Mullins Studios, when he did a video talking about the memories he had while he originally had his own series, TTTES. So yeah, I kind of figure I would probably do the same thing for of course this video right about now, and for today's video right about now, I'm of course going to be taking a look back on, of course, a certain Thomas series that I worked on ever since the beginning of my YouTube career, which is none other than Thomas and Friends Island of Sodor Adventures. So yeah, I guess it makes sense for me to actually do this video for once because, yeah, seeing of how it's been well over 10 years since I officially launched the original version of my old Thomas series, I guess it makes sense to actually do a video taking a look back, of course, those memories for sure. So yeah, I guess that's what I kind of figure I would do for all of you guys here today, and, well, here I am going to be talking about it right now, so yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright, so yeah, I guess there's no big surprise that, of course, for me at least, when it comes to actually one of my childhood icons that I stuck with the most for sure, and yeah, and of course, which led me to officially start making videos on YouTube in my end, is of course without a doubt Thomas the Tank Engine. So yeah, and oddly enough, pretty much aside from watching the show on both VHS and DVD, I think it's actually quite fair that I am definitely one of the many people out there that have actually collected all sorts of Thomas merchandise in particular. Yeah, particularly pretty much I have gotten amidst with, of course, a little bit of course, Urkel, and pretty much I know in my early years of my childhood, I think pretty much the main Thomas merchandise lineup I stuck with a whole lot is, of course, Wooden Railway for sure, but the one big of Thomas merchandise that really stuck with me a whole lot for sure is, of course, pretty much Tommy Thomas toys that they usually have for sure, which has gone under massive changes, like of course changing over to Trackmaster, which again has gone through some massive changes, but there's no doubt in my mind that Tommy and Trackmaster is, of course, the one Thomas merchandise line that I stuck with a whole lot. Yeah, with, of course, Bachman coming to play alongside for sure. So yeah. So yeah, that's actually the one bit of Thomas merchandise I've actually stuck with a whole lot for sure, and I think yeah, I guess if anything, I do have fond memories of course, getting each toy for sure, and even, of course, playing with them as a kid, which really does struck a chord to, of course, my childhood for sure. So yeah, and of course, oddly enough, pretty much since the early days on YouTube, I have actually noticed that a lot of people have actually made pretty much some fan-made Thomas series that I'm actually really that of course I was actually really hooked on for sure. Like of course pretty much TNF that's done by Miss Oliver and Blossom, now known as DeWilsonator, and not to mention a little bit of course Tommy Thomas and Friends that's done by Joey Turner, aka Train Lover 476. So, yeah, and of course, oddly enough, the former that I mentioned, I've actually took a lot of inspiration for, and I've been meaning to do a lot of stuff with, of course, my Thomas merchandise, and I figure, why not make my own videos on that, and of course, I do want to pretty much want to go for that route, because, oddly enough, yeah, and this was well before YouTube came into play. I kind of figured I would actually go for that route, and of course I figure I would actually start making videos devoted to, of course, my Thomas toys that I have, and actually doing it the hag way for sure. So yeah. So yeah, and of course, you may recall that pretty much on October the 24th, 2008, that is officially when I officially started my own YouTube channel, or of course, my original channel, and actually started making videos through that, and of course, pretty much, if anything, Thomas and Friends Island of Sodor Adventures is one series that I've always been wanting to work on for sure, that I've been meaning to actually make it my #1 priority ever since I started making videos on the channel for sure, and yeah, so much so that, of course, my dad actually was kind enough to, of course, build me a really nice layout table, all handmade for sure, just so that I can start making videos on that. And, of course, I've actually decorated it by, of course, getting a grass mat, and, of course, pretty much a cloud backdrop, which I think was supposed to be the sky from what I'm seeing. Yeah, but nevertheless, I've actually got that set up and actually started building some really massive sets to actually start making my series that way. And a bit of a fun fact, even before I officially started working on Thomas and Friends Island of Sodor Adventures as the series, I've been meaning to do my own fan-made Thomas movie for quite some time that goes by the name of course, Thomas and the Lost Temple of Sodor, to which, I'm not kidding, that is actually what I thought of as a kid for sure, and if I can recall, I think I might actually have something there devoted to it. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, looks like I have here an official notebook for sure, which does, oddly enough, has that title that I actually gave it, and of course, all it is, of course, pretty much a little script I've actually been writing up, all handwritten for sure, of course, pen, and of course, some notebook paper attached to it, just to actually make this a reality, and oddly enough, it never really went anywhere, to be honest, but of course, from what I'm actually seeing right about, and how, yeah, pretty much all it is pretty much, from what I could gather, is pretty much Thomas and the Magic Railroad mixed in with Indiana Jones for sure, and yeah, I think this might actually be the end of it, and yeah, there it is, pretty much in the ending credits is, of course, the production company I thought of, Ackley Pictures, which, yeah, I guess, for sure, is, of course, pretty much, what led me to, of course, creating my username, and of course, who I am today, Ackley4427, which, yeah, I guess if anything, I'm actually glad this actually went nowhere for sure. So yeah, I guess if anything, it was actually my first time trying this out again. hey, it actually really shaped me up to actually make this series. So yeah. So yeah, it's actually quite nice for sure. So yeah, I'm gonna pretty much put this back. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I think you can pretty much see why exactly. But yeah. All right. But yeah, I guess for sure, that was of course one project that I thought of originally, but I'm actually glad it went nowhere to be honest, because yeah, looking back on it right now, it was actually yeah, I really didn't know what I was thinking for sure. I was actually starting out even before I actually started making videos on YouTube, but nevertheless, I think since after the hag, I have yeah, even after I officially started working on videos on YouTube, I made it my #1 priority to actually work on, of course, the Sega series for sure, and of course, not only that, but I think yeah, pretty much aside from, of course, the table and the sets, I've actually took the time to build even after the table's officially set up, which is still there, to be honest, which has been occupied by so much junk that my parents have actually put up there for sure that needs to be taken care of, and of course my layout table deserves much more respect than that. But regardless of course all of that, yeah, I'm actually yeah, I've actually got what I need and actually started working on this series, and of course all it is of course pretty much all my Trackmaster toys, and of course I did have some pretty decent equipment for sure, like of course pretty much my camcorder that's of course that of course runs on tape as opposed to pretty much digital, like the HD camcorder that I currently use right about now, and pretty much based on these screenshots that you're seeing right about now, you can tell that that of course my lighting in that is absolutely poor, and I've actually resorted to use paper faces for these halls for sure, because yeah, if I can remember, obviously around the time I've actually filmed them for sure, I've actually done all the lines myself. Pretty much the majority of it actually I've made up at the top of my head, which yeah, is not a good way for me to start out for sure. But hey, I guess it was actually my first time trying to do this, and I didn't know what I was thinking. But of course, needless to say, it was actually my first attempt doing that, and I guess for what it is, I think, I guess if anything, it is bad, yes, but I did at least try for sure, and of course, alongside all that, I've actually, pretty much I've actually gotten some well-known people to actually be a part of my videos, some of which have actually became my close friends for sure, like, of course, not just Mullen Studios that I actually mentioned, but also, of course, Troy154, SamTheThomasFan1, and so many others that I can think of for sure, and of course, other well-known people that I've actually got for sure, like of course, one that I can remember is of course, pretty much one user that is of course originally Lucid to Red Dwarf, aka Starbuck Productions, I did originally have as of course Sir Topham Hatt, which I have to say is actually really quite nice for sure, and he is actually pretty much one of those well-known in the Thomas communities, and I kind of thought maybe that will give me a whole lot more views and a whole lot more subscribers for sure, but hey, I guess if anything, yeah, again, it actually went fine for sure, and of course, if anything, in terms of the original, yeah, in terms of the original version of my Thomas series that I had originally, it did have some massive setbacks from when I started filming on it back in 2009, but it's actually, yeah, but I did set it back for quite a few years because, again, I had other videos working on it, and not to mention, I was pretty much in high school around that time, so I never actually got around to, of course, working on that whole lot, And of course, I went through some massive changes for sure in terms of new technology that I've been gaining for sure. So yeah, I guess it's actually quite clear on, of course, the Hag Franga for sure. But needless to say, that of course, after several setbacks, I did manage to, of course, get the original version out on January 16th, 2012, and for while it did fine for sure, I will have to admit, looking back right about now, even as an adult, right around 10 years later, yeah, I have to say it did not age well, to be honest, and of course, I wish it could have been done a whole lot better for sure, and of course, it's after the second episode that I dig with, of course, the first one that I dig is, of course, on Thomas Helps Out, and of course, the second one I dig is, of course, on James's Unlucky Day. I guess if anything, I guess it's actually quite clear that it's actually gone nowhere for sure, looking back on it several years later. And of course, there were, of course, 3 other episodes that I did film, but I never got around to actually do that. Like, of course, there's Percy and the Haunted Scrapyard, and of course, an April Fool's Day episode that I worked on, and of course, another episode devoted to, of course, yeah, but this time devoted to, of course, Duck the Great Western Engine. I did have those 3 episodes filmed, but sadly, those never happened for sure, because yeah, with of course the original version only lasting about 2 episodes, I knew for sure it wasn't exactly what I was hoping for sure. So, and yeah, and I guess it's quite clear that the original version of course my original Thomas series sadly never went anywhere, as of course is of course gone because my original channel was of course terminated, and of course yeah, and of course, the original files that I had were completely gone because of a computer virus that I had on my old PC for sure. But yeah, I guess if anything, for what it is, it was actually a good try nevertheless. So yeah. All right. So yeah, I guess it's actually quite clear that the original version of my Thomas series never actually went anywhere, But hey, I guess if anything, my original Thomas series actually did shape up, of course, on what I've actually been doing right about and how. Like, of course, I've actually, yeah, pretty much worked on other Thomas videos, mainly on my end, and many of which that are, of course, done by other Thomas content creators that I'm actually really proud of for sure. And of course, I have been working on other shows and other videos, some of which I'm actually really proud of for sure. And of course, since after pretty much the original version is, of course, completely gone, I think I knew for sure that since right around early 2015, even after the original version is gone because of that computer virus, I've actually decided to officially reboot the Hag series and actually start afresh with what it's actually doing for sure. And yeah, oddly enough, several years later, I know a lot of you guys have been expecting me to, of course, get the reboot out for some time. And again, I have sent it back numerous times because yeah, life got in the way, and I got other videos that I need to work on for sure, but not to worry, pretty much every once in a while, I would definitely dive into, of course, working on the reboot for sure, and thankfully, I've gained some help from, of course, a couple of people that I've actually known, like, of course, Robert Gotch, aka yeah, pretty much Robert Gotch, who has gone through several usernames for sure, and of course, DLT Berkshire, the creator of course, Sodor Pony Railway Adventures, who has also helped me out in actually working on this series right about now. So yeah, currently as of right now, the reboot is still under development right about now, as of course, there are several scripts that, of course, needed to be worked out on for all of Season 1 right about now, and of course, I really am excited to see on what will go down for, of course, of course the new one that I'm about to work on. Maybe I think the new one will actually live up to, of course, what I'm hoping for, and actually shape up to, of course, what I had in mind ever since I first started working on videos for sure. To which, yeah, I'll admit it's not really that easy for sure. So, and yeah. And of course, not to mention, if I do get lucky for sure, maybe I think it will, of course, pave the way for of course, other projects that I have, maybe either related to it or, of course, associated with it. Like, of course, pretty much if anything, in terms of course, the original series, I did originally thought that if it turns out well, I'll not only continue on working on it, but also do a spin-off series similar to, of course, my main Thomas series, but mainly on my Bachman Thomas models that I currently have. So yeah. And of course, I know for sure that will definitely be reworked right about now into a different Thomas series for sure. But only time will tell when I'll officially get that out for sure. So, but for now, my main priority will definitely be the reboot for sure. And I really can't wait to see on what will go down for it and actually live up to what I'm hoping for sure. So yeah, and I guess until then, I guess if anything, the original Thomas and Friends Island of Sodor Adventures about now, I guess if anything for what is, I do have to thank it in a way to help shape me up to, of course, what I'm currently doing on YouTube about now. I'll admit, it's not easy for sure, and of course it's far different than what I was hoping for, but I think compared to, of course, how I was back then to where I am right now, I've actually accomplished a whole lot for sure. And yeah, like I said, right up until that reboot comes out, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what the future will have in store for us. And yeah, I'll definitely go in a really incredible direction for what I would like to do for it. But I guess until then, I've still got a lot of work on the reboot for sure, and yeah, once I actually do officially complete it right about now, I'll let you guys know on how it's actually going and when it'll officially come out. Maybe somewhere around either this year or maybe right around next year, just in time for my 15th anniversary for when I first started making videos on YouTube. But then again, only time will tell on that, So yeah, and I guess if anything, this is actually one Thomas series that I am really thankful to actually help me shape up, and I really can't wait to actually see what comes in play later on for sure. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright. So yeah, and I guess that thought about now, that'll pretty much do exactly that. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest video, and of course, as usual, leave me in the comment section below if you have any fond memories of course, Thomas and Friends Island of Sodor Adventures, as well as, of course, leaving me constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future. And of course, as always, feel free to send me an email if you want to ask me any questions, or if you just want to book me for a con or event that'll be coming up sometime in the near future. Follow me on my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and plenty of other social media sites that I have provided. All the links to them are down in the description box below. And of course, support me on Patreon if you want to see sneak peeks to some videos that I got coming up in the near future, as well as some other awesome rewards that will help fit into your budget. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, then give it a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And speaking of on my channel, feel free to subscribe and turn on the notification bell and select all notifications if you want to see more videos like this coming up in the near future. So yeah, that'll pretty much do exactly that. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest video right about now, and yeah, it definitely feels good to actually do this video for sure. And like I said, for those who are wondering, don't worry, the reboot will officially come out, and once I actually do finish that up, I'll let you guys know on that. But I guess until then, all I gotta do now is, of course, continue working on it until it's fully ready. So So yeah, and of course with this video right about now, definitely feels good to of course look back on of course what I've actually done in the past for sure, and see how it fares up for me in the present right about now. So yeah, I do hope to do more videos like this for sure, because yeah, it definitely feels good to look back on some past memories for sure. So yeah, I guess until then, all I gotta do now is work on the reboot right about now. So yeah, I guess until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.